Alright, howdy folks, welcome to Blitzkrieg II, though technically it is a welcome back as I've played this game quite a few times on my channel, though that might be years ago by now. Recently I actually did a video or two on Gates of Hell because Sturmfrieder made some of the Blitzkrieg II missions, or he remade them I should say, in Gates of Hell, and I just immediately had to replay a little bit of Blitzkrieg II and at least show you guys this awesome game that actually really influenced my childhood. This game came out in 2005 and I actually went to the store and bought a physical copy, as you did back in the day. And this kind of really made my love and appreciation for Company of Heroes, which came out very recently after Men of War, Men of War Assault Squad, Men of War Assault Squad 2, you know, all those games that I've kind of moved into after. It all really began, I think, with Blitzkrieg I and Blitzkrieg II. Now, Blitzkrieg II is only a couple of bucks on Steam, like it's literally less than $5, and I've linked it in the description. And the base game comes with 3 campaigns, a Soviet, a German, and an American campaign, and each focus on different theaters of the war with a total of 68 missions. And the cool thing about these campaigns, there's actually a progression and a sense of scarcity. You are going to have to decide what units to upgrade, which upgrades to forego, and these decisions will actually change how you play the missions of these campaigns. So each of the 3 campaigns is divided into multiple historical engagements, also called chapters. The first chapter here is the Battle for Bataan in the Philippines in 1942. Now, to progress from this chapter to a different one, you have to unlock and complete the chapter finale here called the Battle of Bataan. It needs 2 missions to unlock. So we have 4 of these smaller missions. We only have to complete 2 of them to actually get onto the next chapter, though these missions all have a reason. And the reason to play them is right here. For example, this mission called the Lengthening Shadow not only rewards you with a new branch in 3 bombers you can call in, it also gives you an upgrade to our existing infantry. We get a heavy 50 caliber machine gun, which we didn't have at all at the start. And we also upgrade our infantry from 1941 to early 1943 infantry, which I believe just gives them a couple of M1 Garands, whereas the regular squad just comes with full Springfields. Now you're probably thinking, why don't I just play all 4 of these missions and unlock all of the upgrades and unlocks? Because for this entire chapter, you can only call in reinforcements 28 times. And each time you call in a reinforcement, one of these gets deducted. Now, as you can see, we have 28 here. But if we were to play this mission, and we use all 4 of the mission reserves, then suddenly, instead of having 28, we'd only have 24 left. And if you actually go through and were to play all these missions and use up all your mission reserves, you are going to be left with about 12 or so, and that's going to be a very hard number to complete these final chapter battles with, which are usually way bigger in scale than these smaller missions are. Talking about reinforcements before we jump into a battle, the reinforcements are interesting because they have a potential to be given a commander. If you don't give a commander to any of these units, they'll only have access to their first rank, which here, for example, infantry at rank 1 actually know how to throw grenades, which is awesome. Fighter planes, however, they need a commander to get to level 2, because if they do not get to level 2, these planes cannot fly in bad weather conditions, which means if a storm or rain, or later on in the campaign when we're not in the Pacific anymore, snow happens to just randomly happen throughout the mission, your planes would be grounded, which is actually a very bad thing when the enemy has to send in bombers. So right now, we've given them a commander. Any kill these planes will make will add to the experience, and slowly they'll unlock more of these abilities to be used in the game. So just like Co 1 and Men of War Assault Squad 2, there is a decent mod community which actually is very active until recently. The biggest mod, known as the Total Conversion mod, adds new nations, new campaigns and missions, and extends the game from 1930 all the way to 1958, and is something I'd love to take a look at for you in a future video. If we complete this mission, we unlock light tanks. In this mission, and also the overall chapter finale, we can see here there is an army branch we have not unlocked yet. I could technically not play this mission, but then in the final battle, I will not have access to these light tanks. thus hampering your ability to react to certain armor pushes. Now let's jump into this American beach defense. Let's roll. I'm immediately going to slow the time down. On your numpad, you can hit plus and minus because you're going to need to slow time down in this or you're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're immediately going to send our infantry into the trenches over here, over there. We're actually going to retreat these 2 sets of infantry because, well, I already know something's going to happen. We're going to move these other 2 squads of infantry, unslow down. As you can see, we already have our recon up, and they're actually just destroyed one of the naval landing craft. We have a friendly, the blue on the map are allies that are AI controlled, and the green are obviously mine. The only objective here is to defend the beach. However, there is a secret objective here, and not every map has a secret objective, but quite a few of them do. Okay, gun. Oh, the gun should have really engaged that boat. I guess we didn't. But yeah, we found and completed the secret weapons, which now gives us access to mortars, machine guns. Coastal gun needs to engage these boats that are coming in. Come on, come on. Did he just miss? Hey, there we go. Destroyed it before he was able to drop off troops. See, we can hit like a big explosion. Ooh, okay, that got quite a few of them there. Okay, let's get all of these over to here. Our gun is still active. Let's get these infantry squads back. You're probably asking why I'm calling these infantry squads back. Well, you're going to find out in just a second. Also, I want to mention the music in this game. I have it not too loud. I'm not sure if it's copyright free, so I'm hoping it is. Like, kind of fingers crossed there. Oh, nice, nice. Another one down before they got their guys off the beach. Can we hit this boat before it drops the second squad? No, I just got it off. That's so unlucky. Okay. Well, we'll get some more shots on targets over here. Enemy aviation detected, so we have A6M2 fighters trying to knock out our recon planes, which is kind of bad. Because we were using those recon, obviously, to spot for our coastal gun. I'm just going to move our mortars. We also have heavy bombers that are spotted in the air. Here they go. And these KI-21s are going to be dropping a rather big bomb load on this coastal gun. And, yep, that's what I was afraid of. Now, however, they've dropped their bombing run. We can capture this gun that was demounted. And we can now run forward, get our guy. Oh, that gets crashed over there. Get our guys going. Okay, we got our gun crew up. We got a couple of 50 cals. These 50 cals are actually okay. Shoot the damn tank, guys. Come on. These 50 cals are actually awesome because the Japanese tanks are so bad that the 50 cals can and will destroy these enemy tanks as long as they get enough time on target. Our mortar is set. We hold Alt-R so we can see its range, which is pretty good. And then we're just going to rotate these guys, and then they start shooting at guys on the beach. And as you can see here, our 50 cals rotating, getting some decent damage on these TK tanks. That one just got blown up, and this one should get killed any second here. Running across the infantry. Infantry actually has the capability of using anti-tank grenades, so they have a limited amount of them, though. So right now, I could spend more of these reinforcement points. Remember, this entire campaign only has 28. I've already spent 1. So if I spend more, it just takes away from that overall 28 that the campaign has. And that's not something you probably want to do unless you really need it. So I'm going to try and see if I can actually complete this mission without using any more reinforcements, but that's not necessarily a guarantee. Now we're also going to be digging in some of our units. It's kind of hard to see on these machine guns. It's going to be a little bit of a dirt wall right there. It gives them a little bit of protection. You can do the same thing for the tanks, but it makes them kind of bug out sometimes. And I think it's not 100% a smart idea. Our light tanks have to engage these TKs. Okay, he is down. Our 50 cal is engaging him as well. Get our mortar to hit the beach. And our machine, okay, this machine gun actually got knocked out already, so we may or may not have to get a crew on there. Reposition this squad. Okay, they're moving on to the machine gun. Our machine gun is engaging the Japanese. Are crawling up to our front. We have friendly planes flying CAS, or CAP, I should say. They're not flying CAS because they're not engaging anyone, actually. They're just there to stop enemy fighters or bombers or anything. See, I'm going to have to spend more points because I need more infantry. Right now, we're very thin, and there's going to be at least one more wave, I believe. Oh, well, there's the heavy tank. We got a Chiha over here. What's a heavy tank? I'd say it's not a heavy tank, but it's heavy compared to what I got, obviously. Come on, take this guy out. Nice. Okay, next. Our mortar is almost out of ammo. He only has 1 round left. His mortar is now completely useless. We're going to have to fall back to a sort of a secondary line here, I think. I don't know if we can. Okay, pull this all back. This mortar's out of ammo. It's not even really worth pulling them back because they can't really do anything. Okay, rotate the Stuarts. Okay, we do have some more friendly infantry. We have a Stuart that showed up over here. That's good. Another friendly Stuart over here. So we have to hold this second line. I don't think we can allow them to basically capture this area. This is one of the supply buildings. Okay, we just have to keep them off the front. Barely. We do have a lot. We actually have a tiny AT gun back here that might support us as well. But so as you can see, I had to really call in some infantry. I'm actually getting lucky here that the AI bought some infantry as well, because without that, it would have been a lot of trouble. We're currently trying to build another sandbag right here in front of the machine gun. It does just, oh, that's the wrong, angled the wrong way. I don't know if that matters, but that's kind of awkward. But I think that was close. Potentially could have lost that battle, and it would have been kind of awkward to lose the very first mission of the campaign. But I think if we knock out these last two Japanese soldiers crawling up, that is a mission success. Gives you a bit of nice music. Again, the music in this game is fantastic. Take a look here. This is me. I guess I should have probably renamed myself before I just started playing. But we can see our units lost, units killed. We used 2 reserves. The Japanese lost over 550 men and vehicles. And we unlocked light tanks, which is awesome. As you can see yourself as a first lieutenant. And the more battles you play, the higher rank you get. And eventually you'll just get promoted. And I think the promotions in rank give you access to more of these commander slots. As you can see, our main infantry actually killed almost 300, lost about 100, and because they went to first lieutenant, they can now entrench. So in future battles, they can actually use infantry to dig those trenches you saw earlier. We didn't call any fighter planes ourselves, so the fighters didn't get any level up. I do intend to promote my light tank commander, because the big one here is firing on the move, which allows them to pretty much fire on the move. And this one is interesting as it allows them to use more ammo faster, but it also allows them to put out more shots per minute. This is my first look at Blitzkrieg II here in 2022, just because I really kind of had that trigger from playing those missions back in Gates of Hell, and I really want to showcase Blitzkrieg II. I think it is such a unique game, and for me, one of the games that really got me into Gates of Hell, Men of War, Company of Heroes. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more Blitzkrieg II, let me know. As always, I'll catch you in the next one.